welcome everybody. This is Disney Genie Plus, an individual Lightning Lane experiences explained in 7 minutes. Just returned from a great trip where we used Genie Plus. Let's dive right in. We've only got 5 minutes to go. So we're going to start with an overview of Genie Plus, and the individual Lightning Lanes. So just as a reminder, all three of these operate independently. So you can use Genie without Genie Plus without Genie, or individual Lightning Lanes, or you can just purchase the individual Lightning Lanes on their own. But let's dive into those main differences. First off is cost. Genie is completely free. You can use it right through the My Disney Experience app at no additional charge, but you get what you pay for, and we'll explain in just a moment what that means. Genie Plus is $15 per person per day. Individual Lightning Lanes cost anywhere from $8 to $15 per person, depending on the attraction and the demand of that attraction on a given day. The ability to skip the line is not included with the free Genie. Like I said, you get what you pay for. Genie Plus, it is included, as well as the individual Lightning Lane. What rides and shows are included? All of them are included in Genie. Genie Plus, it's 40 across the 4 parks at Walt Disney World and 15 at Disneyland. Individual Lightning Lanes include 8 at Walt Disney World, 2 per park, and 3 at Disneyland. Limitations, there's no limitations on how you use Genie. It's going to pretty much prescribe the day for you, and Genie Plus is going to allow you to skip the line once per day at each attraction that is available, but you must wait 2 hours between bookings, which we'll dive into a little bit more later on. And the individual Lightning Lanes you can use twice per day. It just can't be the same attraction twice. So I'm not going to spend much time here on the free Genie app because it is free, and you're here to learn how to get the most out of your money for the Genie Plus or the individual Lightning Lanes. But once again, the free Genie app is free, so go ahead, check it out. It's going to recommend basically anything with a low wait time, but it's going to recommend that to everyone else. So I've heard a bunch of people trying it and not really saving a ton of time. But again, it's free. You get what you pay for. So now to purchase Genie Plus, you're going to see right there on My Day the option to click Add Genie Plus, and then at that point you can do that, click through, choose the people you want to add Genie Plus for, and then go through the purchase process. Once you do this, you'll have the option to then do Genie Plus Lightning Lane entrances starting at 7 a.m. You can book those. Now the trick is you want to get this set up as soon as you can. You can add Genie Plus to an entire ticket when you're purchasing the ticket, but if you want to do individual days of Genie Plus, you don't have to do it for every day. You can only do that starting at midnight on the day that you are visiting the park. So if you're trying to go to Hollywood Studios first thing in the morning on a Wednesday, that means at midnight Tuesday night, going into Wednesday, that's when you can add Genie Plus. And you'll definitely want to have it ready to go, because when 7 a.m. hits, as you can see here, you're going to want to be ready to go to book that first Lightning Lane. That's a big one. Do your homework, figure out the rides that you really want to get on that have the largest wait time. Hollywood Studios, we all know Slinky Dog Dash goes so fast, so you got to be ready to go if that's one you want. At 7 a.m., you just got to keep refreshing that tip board. As you can see here, just pull down, pull right to, it'll go right to Slinky Dog if you've already clicked on it. I'll also show you some other tips later on in the video. And at 7 a.m., that little bottom button where it says Disney Genie Plus will light up, which you'll see in just a few moments. It's going to happen on my phone once I refresh one more time at 7 a.m. Once that does light up, you want to make sure you have your party ready to go so you're not fumbling around doing anything else. And Genie Plus will automatically book you the earliest time. So you can see when I clicked on it, it said 8:30 a.m., but by the time I checked out, we were already at 10:20. That's why you've got to be really fast, because if you take some time saying, I don't know if I want 8:30 a.m., by the time you actually make a decision, it could either be gone or it could be pushing you to 6, 7 o'clock. Okay, really quickly, we're going to cover the individual Lightning Lanes. Again, these are completely separate from Genie Plus, so you don't need to have purchased Genie Plus to use these. This is the pay per ride to skip the line. 8 attractions at Walt Disney World, 3 at Disneyland. They're booked in the same way. You can see the individual Lightning Lane button for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance there on the screen. That will light up when it's available at 7 a.m. to resort guests or at park open for everybody else. All right, now for the moment you've been waiting for, my 7 tips and hacks for making sure you get your money's worth from Genie Plus and individual Lightning Lanes. All right, tip number 1, as the late and great Scar would say, be prepared. This is going to be in 2 major ways. Number 1, you're going to go into My Profile in the My Disney app and go under Payment Methods and make sure you have a valid payment method loaded up to the app. If you don't, you will get stalled at the Lightning Lane screen to purchase your Lightning Lane, and by the time you put in a payment method, all those beautiful Lightning Lanes for Star Wars Rise of the Resistance are going to be gone. The other way is you're going to edit selections. You can see on the screenshot right there, there's a little button that says Edit Selections under the park of your choosing. Once you do that, you can choose your top attractions, and every time you refresh, those 1 or 2 at the beginning of the day that you really want to book will be right at the top of the screen for you. Tip number 2, tag team it. 2 phones are better than 1. Me and my wife did this beautifully on our last trip with our 2 kids. One of us was going after that Genie Plus, the other one was going after the Lightning Lane. We were able to ride Rise of the Resistance twice in one trip and also get $7 Mine Trade and Slinky Dog. So make sure you're using 2 phones at the same time to make those dreams come true for everybody. Tip number 3, know when your 2-hour cooldown period ends for Genie Plus and set an alarm on your phone so you don't miss it. So once again, when you book a Genie Plus Lightning Lane entrance, that's that $15 a day privilege, you can only book another one after you use the one you just booked or a 2-hour cooldown period ends. So if you book one and you try to book another one, it's going to tell you exactly what time that cooldown period ends. Tip number 4 is actually more of a warning than anything. You can't modify your selections on Genie Plus, so all this means is that if you had a Tower of Terror reservation at 2:30 but you saw Slinky Dog pop up at 10 a.m. and you tried to go over and grab it, but you have to cancel your Tower of Terror first, well, guess what? It's not going to hold it in case the Slinky Dog is gone, so you could lose both of them in one swoop. So just be really mindful when you're canceling those reservations that you're really sure you want to cancel them. Tip number 5 goes off of what I just said before. Basically, sometimes after that 2-hour cooldown period, it might make sense for you to just hold that Genie Plus booking opportunity in your pocket if you see something great pop up later. If it's getting into the afternoon and all you got is Muppet 3D, I love that ride. But as a side note, if that's all that's available and that's really a walk-on ride, you might want to hold that Genie Plus just in case something really more special pops up and you can grab it really quickly. Because remember, you're not going to have time to go back in and cancel something else and grab that really popular ride that pops up for 2 seconds. Tip number 6 should go without saying, but keep refreshing throughout the day. That doesn't mean be glued to your phone, but every now and again, hit a refresh, see if something you're looking for pops up, because people change their plans, which means other Lightning Lane opportunities might open up for you. Okay, tip number 7. This is probably going to make the whole video worthwhile. Not all of the inventory is released at 7 a.m., so what does that mean? There's actually several rounds of replenishment that Disney does throughout that morning to give everyone a chance. A lot of people hop on at 7 a.m., everything sells out really quickly, and they say, well, that's it. I guess I'm not getting any of the rides I want. That is not true. Starting at 7:05, 7:10, 7:15, depends on the day. It happens at different times, but there will be a replenishment of Lightning Lane and Genie Plus passes. You can see here it is 7:21 on my phone, and I do a quick refresh, and Rise of the Resistance was sold out at 7:01, as you just saw, and there it is again, 9:45 a.m., and you could easily book it because that second, third replenishment is usually way less competitive than that 7 a.m. release. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to like, share this video, and comment if you've got any tips yourself that you want to share with the rest of the community. Thanks so much, and enjoy your magical stay at Disney.